Hi YouTube, welcome back to episode 3 of my Crucible Academy. This video is talking about radar, everyone's favourite thing. Now the two main points that I want to mention about radar is number 1, understand that the radar changes how it shows people depending on their vertical placement, and number 2, trying to familiarise yourself with how far people are away from you depending on where the radar is pinging them. Now we know the radar has 3 different sections: the sort of inner circle which shows right around your cursor in the middle, the middle circle which is just outside of the inner circle, and then the sort of line that you get on the very outside of your radar when people are a little bit further away. I call them inner, middle and outer, but you don't have to do that, that's just to help me focus on them. I've got one clip which is the same one, it's the last word clip that we went over in episode 1, but I'm also going to be focusing a little bit more on the radar in that clip so you can understand my thought process using it. Okay, so let's watch the video. Again, I've already got a ping up on my radar which is dead center. It's really in front of me, but it's on the outer circle. But it's on the outer circle for me. So my best guess from what I know about this map is he's probably on this corner somewhere. Okay, rewind that back a bit because their radar position moved. So I'm stood here now. I slide forward. That means and one person has come into my middle, my sort of middle ring. Which that tells me from what I know about this map is they're probably at the top of those cobble stairs, like here on the left-ish. I've also still got a ping on the outer ring, which means someone is still on the ledge which they originally jumped up against the back wall. Luckily the person close to my left didn't peek, then he went around to the left instead, which I noticed as soon as I got the first kill. Where is it? Go back a bit here. As soon as I got the first kill, he's now moving more towards my left, and as soon as I turn around, he's on my middle circle here, which tells me he's jumping across onto this ledge. Perfect. Get another radar ping. He just ran forward, which is perfect. He did not expect me to be there. He didn't look at his radar. That's why he wasn't prepared. He wasn't looking at his radar to see that there was a ping from me, so he wasn't expecting me to be there. So he aimlessly ran forward whilst he had his sniper out. Easy cleanup for my primary. Again, seeing the pings on my left, just waiting for people to jump over, which they inevitably always do. Now I've got 1 or 2 people behind me. I'm going to turn around because I've got the radar ping going hell for leather up in the top left. I've got an outer ping, I've got a top left ping, and I think some person's actually just moved from in front of me over to my left, which is why that one's a little bit greyed out. Moved away, limit my engagement. This person jumps through. There's one person to my right, which I should have managed this a lot better at the time, but let's just watch that again. If you see here, there's actually someone close to my right. I don't know what happened to him. I don't think any of my teammates were around, so he shouldn't have been fighting anyone else. I don't know what he did. He probably should have killed me. I actually played this really, really bad knowing that he was there at the time, but I think he just ran away. I honestly think that guy just ran away from me. I jump over. There's a guy. Hold up. There's probably a guy literally about here. I just don't understand where he went. I don't know why he didn't come and try and attack me. I don't know why he didn't run with his teammate. He just ran away. Either way, it worked out. Again, that person probably wasn't watching his radar, otherwise he would have come to try and fight me. But you can see that utilising your radar to understand where people are, where they're pushing, sort of means you can position yourself ready for that engagement, just so you're not surprised when people come around the corner. If any of you have ever been Gemini jetted in Crucible, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, and the other point that I want to mention about radar before we wrap up the video is understand that vertical levels matter on the radar. I'm trying to make a video. Okay, so understanding that the radar will change how it gives you the information depending on people's vertical placement. Actually, I think there's a part of this clip towards the end. There's a part in this video which is when I jump over this guy. You'll see that when he comes underneath me, that inner circle where it shows he's around me, as well as the middle one, they're greyed out a little. They're not as, the colours aren't as solid as they would be if my feet were on ground level. So that's how the radar changes, how it gives you the information depending on people's vertical placement. The colours are a lot stronger if you are on the same vertical platform as the other person. It doesn't matter whether they are higher, you're higher, they're lower, you're lower. If you are not on the same vertical platform, which I think it's actually by like a few feet, then the radar will show the information differently, so always good to note that. And with that being said, I think that just about wraps up the radar video. There isn't too much to say about radar, because as soon as you've got your head around the information, then it's about you understanding the other aspects of games, like putting yourself in the right position. But as soon as you've wrapped your head around what information the radar is trying to give you, it's all down to you from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. On to episode 4.